What's good, y'all? Welcome to another video. Today we talking about my guys, Andrew and Tristan Tate, saying they ain't fucking with GTA 6. What's up with that? Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I am 100% not surprised that Tristan or Andrew Tate don't really rock with the Grand Theft Auto video game. They don't play video games like that. And if they do, we see in this kind of Mario Kart, something along those lines that's a little more entertaining to a degree. I don't agree with Tristan saying that the game is about, or the goal is to just shoot cops, although that is something that you can do it. But I gotta go back to like what made me feel special about GTA when I was a kid, right? When I got involved in playing GTA, right? In the beginning stages, I wasn't even really able to play willingly, or at least play without any backlash from my parents, right? And it's because similar of what Andrew Tate was talking about. You could shoot at cops, you could run people over, you could shoot people with all types of guns, go to the gun range, you could do all these type of things, right? And it just looked like complete chaos, right? But in reality, it's like, it could also be calculated to a degree because you don't have to do all of those things. Yes, they're in the game, but you don't have to just crash out and do dumb shit, right? Although it's in the game, so you can do whatever you want, right? My thing was, even as a young kid, I knew if I'm doing shit like that, there's only one thing that could come with that, or two things that could come with that. Either the law gonna take care of me and get me out of here, or I'm gonna be in jail. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really simple. So I will go far as to say that if you're truly worried about the things that are in GTA, I think you should be really in your kids' lives to a point where you being real with them. And I'm not necessarily coming at anybody who has kids, who's raised kids up to this point. I'm just saying, if you have a situation where you even have to question what your kid is doing based on a video game that they're playing, and will they be trying to do those things in real life to fuck up their life, to fuck up someone else's life. If you have to question that, there's an issue there. You see what I'm saying? And you can't worry about the next man or woman or what they're doing with their kids, right? Because of course you're gonna put it as a collective with society as a whole, but you can't really worry about them. The only thing you can do is do the best that you can with whoever you raising. You feel me? So if they do play these games, of course you don't want them doing none of this dumb shit, but that should be instilled in their mind. This is just a video game. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't get it confused, don't get it twisted. Yeah, it got some real nice, great graphics and shit, but don't think you just about to run in this store and shoot these people up and run this person over and repercussions don't come along with that. You see what I'm saying? You can't ever feel like that. So with the situation with Tristan is saying, I can understand why he's coming from that perspective, but at the same time, everybody has free will to a degree, right? And you have to understand that if these kids are going to play these games, that's just something that should come along with it, which is protection, some form of realistic views, right? From their parents or from their guardian that, yo, I know you love this game, but you know that shit is just a game, right? You know if you do that shit or you do this, these things will happen, right? I think that should definitely be mentioned. And I think that just goes hand in hand with adults being more into their kids' lives and what they're actually consuming. Because just like you could say that about a video game, you can say the same thing about a social media platform. The things you see on Instagram, things you see on YouTube, the things you see online just in general. There's a lot more things that you can see online or in general that can definitely mess with people and have them feel some type of way, just like you can with a video game. So you gotta really ask yourself, is it the game that's gonna make these kids effed up and do these things that they shouldn't be doing? Or is it the parenthood and the parents that are allowing these kids to get away with doing the shit that they should or shouldn't be doing? You see what I'm saying? So I don't think GTA is to blame. I think it's gonna be a super great game, like I said before, but this is like a disclaimer And I'm sure the game is going to have a disclaimer before the shit even starts up anyway. Don't blame society off of what the game may portray. Yes, it's very realistic. Yes, there's going to be a lot of things in there that you could do, but as parents of kids, you better make sure you on them, because when this game come out, that's going to be hard to get your kid to come downstairs and just eat, realistically. I don't even got no kids, but it's going to be tough for you to be able to just call whoever your kid's name is to come downstairs and eat, come down to spend family time. Now, that's a whole nother issue within itself. Like, damn, is this really what we want for society? Is this really what we want for our family, for our kids to be consumed in the video games? That's a whole nother topic for another day. But you got to understand, when this game does come out, a lot of things is going to change, and you got to be ahead of the curve. And if any doubt is in your head about what your son or daughter may see in this video game that makes them feel as though they can do these things over here, if there's any doubt, you got to make sure you drill it in their head day in and day out, so they understand, yo, if I do that, moms did say this, pops did say this, and they ain't gonna save me if I do that shit. So let me not do that shit then. You see what I'm saying? So that's really how I feel about it. Shout out to Tristan and Andrew Tate, of course. You know, I rock with really everything they usually say, because they usually come from a perspective of uncomfortable truths, right? They come from a perspective of uncomfortable truths. They tell things that either are not mentioned often or what people refuse to say, right? But they usually are coming from a good standpoint or whatever they mention it. So I definitely don't have no issue with what he said. It's just, I think it just needed a little more clarity around the statement to really drive it home as to why someone could even potentially feel that way about a video game going forward, right? So, yeah, man, that's my thoughts on it. But if y'all disagree, let me know how y'all feel. Y'all agree with them? Do you think a game like this shouldn't even come out? Or do you feel like it's kind of good for society to have a disconnect from the real world, so, you know, maybe people are not out committing crimes, maybe people are not out in the streets gang banging and shooting shit up because they could just be at home and play their video game? I don't know. But y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all like the video, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. And just like that, I'm out of here. Peace.